Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, back once again with another video, and here is my long overdue review of the NECA Beetlejuice figure, which I was planning on getting this figure since going back to about I think it was October and November of last year when I first was planning on getting it. And I think it was released over in America way before here, over in the UK, and yeah, so I couldn't get hold of it until it was over here in the UK. Kept trying to get hold of it and kept being told that it was not released yet for months and months. Then it was supposed to be released in January, and then it was supposed to be released in February. They obviously officially now actually well, it was released over in the UK in HMV, but it was extremely expensive. It was like £43 or something like that. So didn't want to pay as much as that. And then it was on Props and Reps UK, which is obviously a figure toy shop. And they had this on there, and it said it was, the date kept changing, but then it was officially released in March. So I did pre-order it, and then it was still taking ages to come over it. And then finally, at last, it got delivered yesterday. So after a long, lengthy wait, finally got hold of it. I paid £28, I think it was in total, on Props and Reps. So it's quite a good price. I think the figure alone is probably about 25 in shops, but I think they might put the price up. But I'm quite happy with the price. So yeah, the NECA Beetlejuice figure. I think there was a bit of disappointment at the beginning when they announced these NECA Beetlejuice figures, because I think they was hoping for the new NECA Beetlejuice figures from obviously the new film NECA, or the most recent Beetlejuice film, obviously Beetlejuice. But NECA first of all announced these sort of like reissue, NECA Beetlejuice figures had already been released by them years ago, like Movie Maniac. Well, I think I'm not sure if Farland did theirs or whether it's just NECA, but NECA did theirs years ago on the first movie. I did see that on eBay, and I was thinking of getting it, but I thought I'd get a newer reissue one instead. So they did theirs some time ago. So there was disappointment because they were saying, this should have been, it shouldn't have been a reissue. It was disappointing. It should have been just a Beetlejuice figure. But then anyway, they decided to do this, and obviously the different suit. So you've got this Beetlejuice. There's a packaging, obviously, of the striped Beetlejuice figure, and then the other one they did brought out was the other in the other suit. So they did that and that. Yeah, so there was disappointment about that. But yeah, that's what we ended up getting. But now, just recently, NECA announced an Ultimate Beetlejuice, which is the Beetlejuice from the second movie, Beetlejuice. So that is good for that. So you see the images there. There's a writing there about Adam and Barbara, blah, 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 blah. Obviously from the events of the first film. So obviously, yeah, comes in a blister pack, old style of when they used to come in packs. Obviously, the Ultimate would be in a box. So yeah, sorry about that talking, but I just thought explain all that blather. But feel free to skip that if you want to just get straight to the figure. So here we are, the NECA Beetlejuice, which is obviously the reissue version, which obviously played Beetlejuice in the movie by Michael Keaton. And yeah, it's a pretty good figure. Now, this is the first Beetlejuice that I've had in years. The last Beetlejuice I had was years ago when I was really young. Can't remember how old exactly, but years and years ago in the 90s. and they had these, the old, if you remember, if you're as old as me, you remember the old Beetlejuice figures they had, like this, but I think they had a different head, and it was a shrunken head, and you could take the head sculpt off, and it was a little small head in, and then you had a button at the back, you push it up, and it had a small head you could place. I think they had a couple of different styles. They were quite cool figures at the time, and I think there was a few that were made up that weren't from the movie. There was one that I had. I'm not sure if I had two Beetlejuice figures or three. I had one or two that were sort of like made up, but then I had this one, the old vintage one of this, but the head sculpt was different, and it had obviously the shrunken head inside. And it was a cool figure back in the day, but you had to just have. They're not as good as the figures they are now, but back in the day, you were just happy to have a figure, from a movie or cartoon, which were quite cool back in the day. But anyway, yeah. So it's the first Beetlejuice I've had since then, like, oh, God knows, 30 years after when I got first Beetlejuice. I did eventually get. I wish I had kept my old Beetlejuice that I had, plus other stuff. But when I moved house about 20 years ago, I gave most of my old figures away to charity. So yeah, but had I known I'd started collecting again, I would have kept them. But yeah, there you go. That's the way it goes. At least maybe some of the stuff that I gave away to charities ended up in good homes. But who knows what happened to them? Maybe they all got smashed up. But you never know what happened. But anyway, yeah. So it's the new one, the reissue one, and the head sculpt looks pretty nice. I think the McFarlane one's like more sort of whitish. This is sort of like a sort of a better tone. They've sort of painted it. Now I'm not sure if they've actually painted it as if it's like the one from the second movie, or whether it's supposed to be painted like the first one, because obviously a reissue. But even though it's Beetlejuice from the old one, but have they reissued it as if it's sort of like supposed to be from the Beetlejuice, or is it painted as if it was from the first Beetlejuice? I don't know. Sorry, my nose is decided to play up at the moment, which is really annoying because when you're trying to do videos and you're working, it's really, really annoying. And yeah, but what can you do? Work must be done. So yeah, just got to carry on. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, back to the video. I really like the head sculpt's really painted nicely. Might have to get on with this, doing this quick because of my nose playing up. The hair looks really nice, painted like sort of a green colour, but it looks green or yellowy there. But when I'm looking at the figure, it's sort of like, I don't know, like a see-through greeny, almost like see-through. Yeah, it's almost like a see-through green colour, which looks quite cool. It looks better off camera, but it's like it's sort of got dark bits. You sort of got the dark area shade green. You see it there on the hair, like the darker, and then it's sort of as you go around to the back, it's sort of like yellow colour. But when I'm looking at it off camera, it's it's kind of like see-through. You can sort of like see through it through there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Nice colour, two-tone shade of hair, and yeah, the head sculpt looks pretty nice, like the paint job on that with the detail, the eyes and the mouth looks pretty nice. Capturing Michael Keaton's likeness. Or, well, can't really see that it's Michael Keaton, to be honest, even though it is Michael Keaton, because he's got the loads of face makeup or whatever on. you know, obviously he's Michael. So one of my favourite actors. Yeah, really good paint job on the head sculpt. And then obviously the striped suit, which is quite basic, pretty much painted quite straightforward, of white and black, with a black tie, white shirt, black and white shirt jacket. It's painted so I think that the suit is painted the same as the old coloured, you know, the first version that NECA done. So I don't think there's any change. I think the only difference is on the change is the maybe the hair and the head sculpt paint job. I think it's different to the old one. I think the suit's probably the same, quite basic striped suit. I think that seems to be pretty accurate from the movie. And then hands, nice paint job on the hands. You've got sort of like the dead coloured skin tone on the hands, and then you've got sort of like some green, nasty. Don't know what they call it actually. Is it just where he's been dead, and it's just like just where he's been dead, and it's just dead parts of skin where it's just gone a different colour, and there's a bit of sort of like blood on the finger there, sort of on the knuckle, and then there's sort of like black bits around the fingernails. This especially would appear like sort of like dead zombie type bits, but I don't know what you call them. I don't know if you call it fungus or yeah, but just dead bits or whatever. But yeah, it's a really nice paint job there with the detail on that, putting that on there. It's really good. Nice paint job on there. There we go. And then obviously the trousers, quite simple. Black and white. And then obviously black boots. You can't see much detail on there. It's quite straightforward, like sort of like wrestling boots. Straightforward black. Yeah, it's really cool figure. I think the standout's probably the really good hair and the head sculpt. Suit's like just quite basic. But yeah, it's a pretty decent figure. And articulation is, I think it's just quite straightforward. The hands go up and down. I don't think there's any movement side to side. There's no joints in the arms. I think there's more movement on the ultimate version, but they just go up and down, no side to side movement. I thought it did go up, but it doesn't. But it seems to go up a bit. But well, there may be a bit, an extension there, but not that much. It's about as far as it goes. But it does obviously go up and down. A bit of head movement there, up and down. So yeah, bit side to side, a bit there, bit of some movement side to side. Yeah, there's a bit of head movement going on. Yeah. Don't think there's no movement on there. On the upper torso there is backwards and forwards. Any side movement? Oh, yeah, there is. He does go side to side. Oh, so there's quite a bit of a good movement on the upper joint. Does go side to side, and backwards and forwards a bit. So there's a bit of lean movement there. Not too bad. And legs, there's no movement at all, hardly. Well, say hardly. No, they don't move at all. They don't go side to side or forward or back. So pretty much no movement at all on the bottom half, but there's upper section, yeah, not bad. I think you can get him into sort of poses that you want him to, sort of quite basic looking stuff. But yeah, there's a bit of movement going on there, so you get him into sort of like dead poses. I guess you could sort of say like Michael Jackson, dead zombie type walks or stuff, you know, that's just like quite straightforward. But can't get into like any sort of kicks or anything like that. But yeah, so the head movement, torso and the arms, not bad movement, obviously nothing at all movement in the legs. But yeah, pretty good figure. Happy to have Beetlejuice in the collection after years and years. Right, now the accessories are only just a couple of things. You get book of the recently deceased. Obviously, you see that book in the movie. Doesn't open up. It's quite a straightforward little book, but good detail with the writing on there and the picture. It's quite nice detail. So you get that, and just one snake, red snake. just basically a little bit of red plastic, no real detail on it at all. And I think the old one you get two snakes, a red one and a green one, I think it is. So yeah, don't know why there's only one red one this time. No, they just don't feel there was need for two. But yeah, well, I've seen ones on the old one where there's two. So that's just the accessories on that. And then finally, I don't think you can fit either of those in your hands by the looks of it. It would have been good if you could have fitted that in his hand and hold him up. But no, you can't. Because they're open hands. No, not enclosed fist positions. And there's no, obviously no extra hands to change over. So yeah, can't hold him, have him posed holding anything, because he won't hold anything. So, I mean, pretty much the accessory is pretty much a waste to start with. If you can't have him holding anything, it's a bit of a waste of time. You should have him standing there with those next to him. But, yeah. But yeah, I think we'll. I mean, it's definitely going to be displayed, that's for sure. I think I'm just going to have him just standing there, basically. Usually there's a debate on the ultimates, like what head am I going to use, what weapons am I going to have him holding, but in this case, I'm just going to have him just standing there, basically. You know, I don't think there's any other sort of real way you could have him, really, other than just standing there, but it's just pretty cool standing there anyway. Yeah, I think it's a really good figure. It's quite basic and simple. Yeah, but I think it's pretty good. I like the paint job. And yeah, happy to get a beetlejuice figure after all these years, and I'm hoping to get the ultimate version whenever that's going to re-release. So guys, that's going to be it from our review. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And let me know if you're going to get this, what you think of it. So guys, hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.